Welcome back to The Real Story. A mom upset when nobody shows up for her autistic son's 6th birthday party. Then venting her frustration on Facebook, saying this, well, it didn't take long for the word to spread. Folks from all over the neighborhood, including police and firefighters, showing up a few days later to put a big smile on his face. And it worked. Joining us now from the local sheriff's department, Sergeant Chris Brewer and Sergeant Daryl Cunningham, two of the officers who were involved in giving a birthday party for this 6-year-old. Great to have you on The Real Story. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
All right, so Sergeant Cunningham, let me start with you. How did you get involved? How did you know that nobody was showing up for this six-year-old's party?
When I got off shift that day, I looked on the internet. We have a local page that is on Facebook, and I read an article where I saw Glenn smiling up in the air at a helicopter, and when I read the story, I found out it was our helicopter. And I was real touched by the story. I have kids, and I felt terrible for Glenn. I felt terrible for the family. So I contacted Sergeant Chris Brewer, and I asked her about it, and she told me a little bit about it. And then I contacted Glenn's mom and explained to her that there was something, we wanted to do as an agency, to help Glenn out as soon as I got back to duty.
So what'd you do?
Well, we got some community members together, members of our sheriff's office together. We came up with a plan to gather some money and buy Glenn some gifts. We brought some motorcycles, some different types of SWAT vehicles, and fire trucks. Our local fire department was involved.
Right. You gave him a party, in other words. You gave him a party when he didn't have one. None of the other kids showed up. So Sergeant Chris Brewer, your other pal there just said that you were responsible for a lot of this. What was it about this story that pulled at your heartstrings?
The same thing. I had originally seen the post earlier in the day when Glenn's mother had posted that she had invited all the kids from his class and nobody showed up, and she had posted a picture of him sitting in the bounce house by himself. And being in the position that I am, I was able to make a phone call, and I called the pilot that I had on duty, and I said, look, while you're up flying, if you could fly over this address and just wave it at Glenn, I think it would make his day. So that's what we did. That's what got it started. We're
looking at that photo right now. And in a world where, especially today, we're talking about ISIS and people who want to blow up America, it's always good to have good news. And you two are heroes today for giving that little boy, being part of it at least, a party that he wasn't going to have otherwise. Sergeant Chris Brewer and Daryl Cunningham. Thanks much for bringing good news to us today.
Thank you.